Ah, is this sweet? I can't tell.
Hi.
Hello.
It's us. We have a track review of the new song by Epica called Universal Death Squad off of their album The Holographic Principle, coming out September 30th. We are massive Epica fans. Like, a lot. Epica's probably one of my favorite bands.
Like, what, did I, like, in my top 3 albums from the past, 5 years or so?
Yeah.
When we did that list, I don't remember. It was like a month and a half ago we did that.
Yeah. Their last album, The Quantum Enigma, was fucking amazing. And they've had a great career, but especially that album, I just feel is golden. So I would think it's safe to say that The Holographic Principle is probably our most anticipated album for the rest of the year, from here on out. At least to me.
Yeah.
Maybe besides Metallica, if Metallica actually gets their album out. But anyways.
Well, I'm also trying to think of, besides those 2 albums, like, off the top of my head, like, albums that I know are coming out. In which I know there's probably a bunch of other ones that are coming out that I'm like, yeah, I'm really waiting on that. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, off the top of my head, those are, like, the only 2. So.
Yeah. So anyways, let's dive into it. What do you think?
Probably the first thing that I noticed about this, and maybe you noticed it too, maybe it's just me the way I was listening to it, the mix seems a little bit different, at least to me, than their last album, in the sense that on the Quantum Enigma, everything seemed to mesh really well, so it was all part of one big thing, whereas on this song it definitely sounded like the band and the orchestra kind of were 2 separate entities instead of being one big thing, if that makes sense in a lot of ways. Like, I just thought I noticed, like, it's like, oh, okay, that's a little bit different, which is cool, but it, at least in my opinion, it kind of follows the same kind of path that album did. I feel maybe it's a little bit more straightforward in the sense that the arrangements aren't like all over the place, like, but it's still cool and whatnot. I really like the whole intro when, like, it starts off with the kind of slow orchestra, and then the band busts in, and then they have, like, the choir-esque vocals come in. I thought that was really cool, and like the main riff, I really liked. I thought that was cool, and I thought that kind of fit perfectly with the contrast again with that intro, how it's like really kind of slow and very melodic, and then just boom, busts in. And then the song is good because it kind of hits all those things that you kind of like about Epica. It's got, again, the cool orchestration. It's got the awesome solos. It's got really good vocals. Like, I think I almost like Simone's vocals here on this song than I did most things from the Quantum Enigma. At least my personal opinion. It's different. Like, it's just... maybe the mixing or maybe like different harmonies trying out, it just sounded different, and I really liked it, especially in the verse. I was noticing a lot more. I was like, oh yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging that a lot, and I thought, like, it was just really well done. And then the whole the middle section where there's, some of the chanty vocals, and then again it's just Simone just kind of singing away, and that was really cool. But, like, yeah, I just feel like this is a very, very solid song. Like, I mean, I'm almost at the point now where I don't think Epica can put out a song that isn't, at the very least, very good, if not awesome. So this is just, a testament to that, and I just really enjoyed this. Like, it all fit really well, and it seems like the next natural step in the progression from where they kind of, from their last album. It's another good step forward because it's just everything kind of mixes well. The drums were cool and they fit really well. The guitars were cool. The vocals, as I said, were cool. The solos and, like, the harmonies were cool. I liked the one part where, kind of for the most part, when the main riff is playing, the orchestra is a little bit more in the background, and then kind of like in the middle, it kind of comes more to the forefront. And you can kind of hear it, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that adds a little bit more melody to it. I really like it. It just makes me even more excited for their next album. So, yeah.
I just realized my arms are two different colors. Because I hang this one out the fucking window.
Oh, wow, that's...
yeah, whatever.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think this song is fucking really good. The part that sticks out to me, and I think it's just the catchiest part about this song, isn't the vocals, it's the riff. It's the main riff. Main riff is catchy as shit. And it feels a little bit more of like a rock and roll type riff, you know, that you hear a rock band do. Instead of Epica. Epica is kind of the last band I would think that would have that riff. But I like it. I think it's a different vibe for Epica. And I thought it just ended up flowing really well. This entire song flows really well. It takes a long time until Simone sings herself.
It's like a good minute and a half.
Yeah.
Into the song, which is weird.
Yeah. And then I think she sounds excellent, like she always does. And one thing I noticed about this song is that the chorus doesn't really pop out. It just flows with the rest of the song. And it just feels super natural. And, you know, it's almost just like an extension of what's going on instead of a whole different section. And, you know, boom, we're going to punch everybody in the face with this chorus. I like it a lot. And I just think the overall orchestration of this song is solid. I mean, it's Epica, you know. Just the little things is kind of what I'm excited for when this album comes out, and just to listen to this song more, because the more and more you listen to it, the more you'll probably get out of it. And that you'll just notice the little things like, oh, that sounded fucking rad. I didn't notice that before. And that certainly is going to happen with this song. I noticed the production as well. To me, it's not... The Quantum Enigma was a very loud album, and this song felt a little bit like tamer in its production. It just wasn't... It's just screaming in your face with fucking volume to me. But it still is a solid production. I like it. I think it's good. I think it's good, but it's not like the best Epica song I've ever heard. And I would probably... There's a lot of songs I would pick over this song from all of Epica's career. But I think it's good. It's a solid song to get you excited for what is hopefully going to be a solid album. I'm excited. Very excited. And this album has incredible artwork, too.
This is like every Epica album, though.
Yeah.
It's like one of those bands where it's just like, you just like, you just expect that.
Yeah.
It's just this awesome stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the riffs are solid. I mean, everything's good. One thing I love about Epica, and I think it comes across really well here, is Simone is obviously the star, and then they have these giant fucking choir-like things that go on. But then the growls are still really well, too. I think Isaac something European, is, you know, he's the guitar player that does the screams, and they never do too much of it to me, and I feel the back and forth between Simone and him and the big massive stuff is always really good, and it there's a nice mix of it here. Not too much of anything, really. I like it. It's a very balanced song. So yeah, that's our thoughts. Universal Death Squad by Epica. New album, September 30th on fucking Records.